So you're Patrick?
Yes.
Okay. And can you tell me a little bit about your life before Tender Mercies?
Well, about 10 years ago is when it all started, me going downhill, actually, more so. I was a mover for 35 years, owned my own house out in Peebles, Ohio, and a lot of things happened where I lost my house, my wife, due to circumstances. And I was steadily going downhill and didn't realize it. Actually was still doing moving. I became a warehouse operations manager at Atlas Van Lines, Lewis and Michael here in Cincinnati. And thought things was going well, but I had a lot of problems still to deal with, drinking problems, doing some drugs, nothing real serious drug-wise. And I went downhill. So about 4 years ago, I realized I couldn't do moving actually anymore. It was getting too much, especially physically. And I don't know if it had anything to do with my mental or not. But things that happened in my life is the mental stuff. And I got into Tender Mercies, and they done tremendous work with me as they do with others. You make sure that you get to your doctor's appointments. I have a case manager named Andrew who does a wonderful job. He's actually from GCB. I've been going to Christ Hospital for a couple months there, probably about 3 months, for physical therapy on my back. Once your back's gone, it's hard to,
Yeah.
And it's the alternative to getting an operation right now. They're hoping that they don't have to operate. I have so many things wrong with my back from doing the moving over the years.
Yeah.
And there's just so many mental problems that I'm dealing with, and like I said, Tender Mercies is helping me do that. To me, the most important part of recovery is a bit that you have something to recover from, which I had a real problem with that at first, but yeah, I do, and I don't even know, even still yet, what all I do have to recover from. At this point, I'm not ready to go back out there and get my own apartment.
Yeah.
I realize that it takes a, I mean, I look around me and see people that doesn't make it, and people that does, but they're going to do their best here to get you all the help that they can to make you live a normal life, if possible.
Yeah.
I'm sure they, but they will, and I have faith in God. Well, of course, God's number one, man. But sometimes I lost the faith in me, and you're giving me that faith back right now. They're there for you, and that gives me a lot of faith, and that gives you motivation. I'm wanting to say to do it, And sometimes you lose that because of different things that happen in life. And really, I'm glad that this program is here, because I might not be here talking right now. I don't know. I don't know where I'd have been if it wasn't for Tender Mercies.
So do you have any plans or hopes for your future, or?
That's a good question. At first, I was about ready to give up, and didn't even realize it necessarily. But I was about ready, but now it gives me hope for a future to get back on my feet. At least be stable with my condition, like I said, and probably get my own apartment. And by them doing what they're doing, the things that they do, you'll make sure, at least I'll make sure that I keep the apartment this time. It doesn't have to be no big house like I had in Peebles. No. Actually, I'm satisfied with that one room.
Yeah.
That's my room. That's why I'm here. It'd be the alternative to being out on the street, sleeping in the park or whatever. Which I never did make it to the park, but I did sleep in the condemned building many times.
Yeah.
Well, I came here, early down to my lowest point in my life, I guess. And didn't realize all of this. One day, something told me, I guess, I had to do something.
Yeah.
Well, it was too late. Because you get to the end of the road and you don't try to get recovery, then it's too late. You know, you just, what are you going to do once you're to the end of it? You know, it's just, I like to say, like, it's a Abraham Lincoln quote. You've probably heard this, that it's not the years in your life that counts, it's the life in your years. I mean, that's something to think about. I think about that all. I read all kinds of stuff. I'm trying to just believe in all that stuff at the heart.
Yeah.
To change your life around from what you used to doing is a very hard thing. I don't care what it is. It's the roughest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Right. Say you like drinking or love drinking. That's hard. I haven't done that in 6 months. That's good for me because I don't go to AA or nothing. I do go to meetings. I go to meetings here for mental health. So. Then I go to harm reduction classes every week. That's in-house here that you got to offer people. Everybody doesn't go to it. They all, you know, it's there if you want. You know, we encourage you to do all that you can do.
Yeah.
To make your life a better life. But it's really great to have your own room. Gives you a sense of being somebody, you know, being able to have your room. If you get disgusted about something, you can always come to your room and relax so nobody messes with you. But even with this room, I'm more satisfied with this room actually than the 13-room house I had, because it was just too much of a pain, you know, actually, but you know, so. But like I said, basically, they'll keep you here for up to 2 years in transitional. You know, for people a place into the permanent buildings afterwards, post them, or they can move out on their own. They go by your income and charge you, I don't know, like 30-something%, something like that of your income for living there. But the time you don't get it, like I said, it's free for a year, you know, which that's a great thing.
So how long were you homeless before coming to Tender Mercies then?
Actually, I've been homeless a couple of times, but this past, I call it homeless. I was in a condemned building for over a year, which I used to rent the apartment. My landlord acted up, give the building up, never fixed nothing, got the electric cut off, water cut off, so it basically condemned. So I guess it was over a year, but I was doing all right. I was going to other people's houses, taking showers and whatever. Had to run all over the place, try to get something to eat, you know. But then I did get on food stamps, you know, still. And so I ate all right, I guess, but still I was in a, like a condemned building, you know, that's all there is to it.
So what were some of the hardest parts, I guess, of being homeless?
Main challenges was just not knowing, you know, what your future held exactly. It made you, you know, sometimes I wasn't really thinking about it as much, but yeah, I did, I guess, you know, what your future held. You couldn't stay in the condemned building all your life, and actually, even though I don't like to admit it, I think I was scared to actually live on the street, say like in the park, or you never know out there. I mean, you gotta be streetwise, which I am streetwise, but then I'm not, because there's always somebody, especially if you're sleeping out there, you don't know. I mean, you might not wake up, you know, especially, you know, or anything can happen, you know. And that's where Tender Mercies comes in, or whatever. Even the drop-in center, you know, they take people down there for a few months or what. But not knowing is the worst part of being homeless. Yeah. You know, and it can happen to anybody, actually. People don't know it. It's, for one reason or the other, you know. There's been people here that's been doctors and everything else, but you know, it was leaders like a GE or whatever, relief machinist or this guy like that, or school teachers has been here, at least that's what they say. I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Every worker here
Mm-hmm.
has got their pretty good sized caseloads. You know.
Yeah.
But they manage to get through it. You know, if they can get through it,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I can.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't do your job for them. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, but like I said, they do a great job for what they got to deal with.